we're going to focus this week on the European Tour and the DP World Tour Championship. But I thought we'll have a quick look at the PGA Tour as well. Given, we're trying to bring all golf into this podcast now. So what is it this week? It's the RSM Classic at Sea Island. Let me find my little piece of paper here.
Where are we? North or South Carolina?
Two different Georgia, aren't we?
Oh, Georgia, sorry.
Last official event on the PGA Tour for the year. And the Tigers Hero World Challenge is on in a few weeks, but other than that, this is it until the Tournament of Champions early next year. So, yeah, typically a pretty crap tournament. Don't really see big names turn up, but there are a few this week, which is quite cool. Headlined by Scotty Scheffler. I don't know how he is a favourite, $13 favourite when he hasn't won. Tom, what do you think there?
We'll not be getting any of mine, Scotty. No, I think you can look at some value down here. Our boy Danny Lee's in again, so I see we've sort of slashed his. Is it a no-cut event? It's a pretty short, small field.
No, there is a cut.
But there is a cut. Played over two courses as well, isn't it? The second round's played differently. So, I like the couple. I have a little speaky on a couple there. I think Kevin Kisner's well placed. Tight course. I think he's got pretty good form around here with a win and a runner-up and 5 top 10s and 10 starts here. So, $6.50 top 10. Kevin Kisner's probably my bet of the week there, but I've not taken too much interest other than that. And maybe Danny Lee as well.
Yeah, nice. I circled Danny Lee as well. Just given his form, he's one of those players. You got to run with him while he's hot until he's not. T2, T7 last 2 starts. Didn't play last week, but he is in decent form. He's actually ranked 12th on tour putting average and 7th in approaches from 125 to 150 yards, which is pretty key for this week. So yeah, I don't mind having a little go at Danny. Probably another top 10. We all seem to cash in on him. Danny top 10 last time he was out. But I think my best bet of this tournament would be Cam Smith. He hasn't played this tournament yet. He's typically playing in Australia at this time of year. But obviously, given COVID and all of the restrictions there's no tournaments in Australia at the moment. He's in very good form. He's had a win at the Sony Open, which correlates pretty well here. Same with the RBC Heritage, top 10. Yeah, I really like Cam Smith this week. Anyone that jumps out for you in the PGA Tour this week, Paul?
Webb Simpson.
All right, Teddy.
Wow. Well, it's a sort of course that suits his style of play. And I think we're getting a little bit extra sort of percentage-wise with Webb just because they've taken up so much with the favourite, Scotty Scheffler. I don't know why. I think this course suits Webb more than it does Scheffler.
Scheffler has had a T5 here in his first start. I think and probably his last 2 starts on tour. But yeah, normally Webb is about the $8 favourite here. Has been for the last couple of years.
Yeah. Yep. So, happy to take him at the 13?
13s, yeah.
Okay. And I'll be on the Kiz, 34s to win and $6.50 top 10.
The Kiz.
Nice. Head to tab.co.nz for all the options there for the PGA Tour. But as I said, we're going to have a look at the European Tour this week. That's where all the big names, the big dogs are playing. This too is also their last tournament of the season. And the Race to Dubai champion will be crowned at the end of this event. Do you know who is leading the Race to Dubai? Which European player is leading?
Is it a European, is it?
No, it's not.
That's what I was about to say. I thought it was an American.
2 Americans.
Mr. Morikawa?
Yep. Number 1. And in the 1-1, Billy Horschel.
Oh, Billy Ho.
Yeah. So likely going to be one of those 2 taking the top European prize for this year. John Rahm and Victor Hovland were both in for a red hot crack, but both pulled out this week.
Decided not to.
Why?
So
Why
I guess
is
because
that?
they're going to the Caribbean next week. Is it next week?
2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks.
What was that, Tom?
I was just wondering why. I was surprised when I looked through the field and didn't see either of those two. There's some
I
good.
think Ram cited he just wants a break.
Fair enough.
Seems a bit odd when you've won at the course and you're right in the mix to win the player of the year essentially for the Europeans. Maybe he's just dark that he didn't get the PGA Tour player of the year and doesn't want to be embroiled in more controversy.
Or maybe he just wants to spend more time with his family.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Seems odd, but maybe. Anyway.
That's why Karl's playing 21 rounds in 7 days. He's sick of the family.
Family very supportive of me doing this.
Indeed, they are.
Very supportive. Thank you to my family, my wife.
God bless them.
Yep. All righty, let's rip into it. Paul, what do you know about the DP World Tour Championship and the course we're on this week?
We're on the Earth course. Oh, I thought I misread it. I thought it was the East course, but no, it's the Earth course. Look, form in the desert certainly rates highly with me here.
Yep.
So if you've performed anywhere in the desert, even in some of those Dust Belt courses in Australia.
Sandbelt?
Sandbelt. What did I say? Dust Belt. The Sandbelt. Phoenix as well. But any of those courses in the Middle East, if you've had some success there, then you're more than likely to have a wee bit of success this weekend as well. Distance off the tee certainly helps a lot here, as evidenced by the fact that Rory's won this twice. In fact, most of the winners have been up and around the top driving distance average for the tournament. So being able to whack it off the tee certainly comes in, and also the ability to putt better than average. So, yeah, I'm looking for desert form. I want a desert rat, and I want someone who has done well in either Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, Oman, something like that. Qatar.
Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah, I agree. I also think course form plays heavily into this too. It seems to be a real horses for courses type situation this week, as sort of evident by Rory's 10 starts here. He's only had 4 in 40 rounds. He's only had 4 rounds over par. He's got
loves it.
His scoring average is 2 shots clear of the next best. I don't know what scoring average is, but 2 shots, that's a lot.
Are you looking at protecting that lead of yours this week, Karl? Just chucking 80 on Rory, top 20 or something, are you?
Top 20 at $1.10,
yeah. Consolidate.
Yeah, look, you can't argue with stats, Tom. You cannot argue with stats, all right?
Yeah. Can you argue with the $6 for Rory to win? It's short, isn't it? I mean, he sticks out at you, just like you say, based on current form as well, and what he's done here in the past. But like we always say, it's certainly pretty short in a golf tournament when you're getting down to those single figures to win.
I've been having to think about this the last little while. We see someone at $6 or $8 or $9, even 10s, and say, oh, yeah, I can't have him at the price, too short.
$6?
Well, if you like winning and you like winning money, why not take the price?
We'll find out soon, won't we, if someone's going to take the price?
I can almost guarantee you someone will take the price. Tom, anything else to add re the course in this tournament?
No, I think you guys summed it up. I think we can expect to see guys going pretty low here. I think the par 5s especially are very gettable. Should see a bunch of birdies and some eagles on there. I think the par 3s could be a bit of a differentiator this week. Like we say, the par 4s and the par 5s are relatively straightforward, so someone who can birdie some of these par 3s might just put themselves ahead of the field. So, yeah, but I think, like you say, we want a desert rat who bombs it, basically. That's what I've been looking for.
Tee it high and let it fly. That's what we want. That is the motto of golf.
Yeah, we'll see that at your charity golf tournament in a couple of weeks' time.
Sure will. I've been practicing a lot, hitting bombs. Phil Mickelson would approve. Anyway, we will start with who won last week. I did.
You did. Yeah.
Oh, we'll start there then. And we're starting at the top of the market. Rory McIlroy, $6. I cannot look past him. I know Teddy, if he is listening, which he's probably not, will be absolutely spitting tax at this. But like I say, you can't argue the form. Listen to this. There's 10 starts. 3rd, 5th, 11th, 1st, 5th, 2nd, 1st, 9th, 20th, 4th. It's 7 top 5s in 10 starts at this tournament, including 2 wins. He won 2 or 3 weeks ago, the CJ Cup in the desert, albeit not on a desert course, but he was in the desert. As I said, 36 of 40 rounds under par here. On tour, he has, in his last 4 starts, strokes gained putting around the green and off the tee. He's ranked 5th on tour in driving distance, 11th in accuracy, 8th in green and regulation, 3rd in birdie average, 5th in scoring average, and 1st in par 5 scoring average. Ticks a lot of boxes. So I'm going to go 10 to win at the 6s. Might seem odd. But then I will have 50 on the top 5 at $2.63.
Geez, I picked that, didn't I? Sense it.
Yeah, you did.
Fair play.
And I'll throw to you next, Tom, for your best.
Well, you make good point about. No, you make a good point about Rory, and I dare say you'll see him in my selections a bit later on. But being in the position I'm in, I am looking for some value, and I'm looking for someone who goes long and can go low. And this guy won a tournament, albeit it was in South Africa, I think, but he won a tournament last week at 25 under. He's had 3 top 5s in the desert. He's 2nd in driving distance on the European Tour, and he can get hot with a putter, and that is Dean Burmester. I think he might not have the class of some of these guys week to week, but if he can get hot and he can maintain that form from last week, he is a good play for me. So he's paying $34 to win. I'm going to have 10 on him to win at 34s, 10 on him top 5 at 11s, and 10 on him top 10 at $5. Dean Burmester out of left field, but just, like I said, goes long, likes the desert, in good form. Give me the 34s.
Well, I'm protecting my lead. You're just throwing any chance you've got away. Paul, yours, please.
I'm going with Min Woo Lee at $26, my most favourite West Australian. He's won this season on the European Tour, picking up the Scottish Open. He was 4th last weekend at the Dubai Champs. He averages just a tick over 310 yards off the tee. His putting has improved from last season. To be fair, he's not the best putter going around, but it has improved. And his desert form in the Middle East, although it hasn't been hot for a while, he did finish 4th in the 2019 Saudi International. So Min Woo Lee at $26. I'll have 10 the win and 20 for a top 10.
Nice. Mid-tier. I'm at a real flip of a coin moment here. And I think if I go one way, it might match someone else's selection in this booth. So I'll go the other. And I'm going to take Danny Willett at $51. I think he was in my selections last week as a roughie in Houston. But probably lucky he missed the cut. There's some more time to travel and get to the course. As I say, recent form been up and down since he won at St Andrews a few starts back. He's had a T21, a T27, and a couple of missed cuts. Doesn't mind the course here, though. He's had a win in 2018, followed that up with a T5 in 2019. He's won the Dubai Desert Classic. his stats are terrible, but leaning into a bit of a hunch. So I will have. We'll have 5 to win at 51s and 10 a top 5 at $5 on Danny Willett. Tom.
Yeah, same as you on a bit of a hunch here. I'm going to go with Robert McIntyre as my mid-tier. He's had a pretty up and down year, but he did start the year, I think, with a third at the Dubai Desert Classic, and he has some decent form here on the Earth course. He's played it twice, and he was only one shot behind going to the final round last year, which is enough for me, and he played all right last week as well. So he's paying $51. I'm going to have $5 on him to win, $5 on him top 5, and I'm going to have $15 on him top 10 at $5 to see if he can, follow up what he did here last year and find some form. Talented golfer, just needs to put it all together.
Sounds like me. Paul.
I'm going with Guido Migliozzi at $91. He does have a bit of form in the desert. He had a top 20 finish in the 2019 this tournament back in 2019. He was 4th in the 2020 Oman Open and 2nd in the Qatar Masters. So he's shown that he can perform in the desert, and at the price, I'm happy to take him. I'll take him $5 to win and $10 for a top 10.
Nice. And that is not who I thought you were going to take at all. Roughies. It's a restricted field this week, isn't it? So
there's not a lot to choose from.
No, the roughies are very rough. But probably not at the price they should be. Anyway, I'm going to take Johannes Vermeer, the American, at $101. Currently ranked 30th in the race to Dubai, and it was only 7 starts ago. He got his maiden European Tour win at the Czech Masters. Finished T14 at the Qatar Masters early in the year. Ranks 58th in driving distance, 32nd in green and regulation, 61st putts per green and regulation, and 52nd in scoring average. Pretty unlikely, but I think the best of the long shots. So I have 5 to win at 101s and 10 a top 10 at $8.50. Tom.
Yeah, like you say, it was tough to find a roughie this week. There's a guy I've found who's been pretty consistent this year. He's had a win on the European Tour, taking out the Kazoo Classic in August. And that is Callum Hill, almost my namesake. He's got some form on the desert. He had a 4th place finish in Saudi Arabia at the start of the season. And he's had 4 top 5s and 7 top 10s this year. So he ranks 9th in strokes gained total, 3rd in birdie average, and 7th for bogey avoidance this year. He's 125 to 1. I don't think he can win, so I'm just going to have $20 on him top 10 at $10.
Oh, if he wins, you're going to be crook.
I'll take my $200 collective top 10. That's fine.
You're not going to be talked into it like I talked you into it last week.
No, keep it simple.
Paul.
I'm going with Jason Shrivner at $126. He's another one who has performed well in the desert. He was 2nd at the HSBC Championship in Abu Dhabi, 7th in the 2019 Omega Dubai Classic, and then 6th in 2018 in the same tournament. So he has shown form in the desert. I think it's fair to say he's slightly out of form at the moment. But back in the desert, I expect to see an improvement in the very least. I will take him for a win, though. $5 for the win at 126. I'll take him $10 for a top 10 as well.
Very nice. Now, let's go first round. I think they're only the leader markets up. Or are there 3 balls as well?
I didn't see 3 balls this morning.
I'm going to take Tommy Fleetwood. I think Tommy has a real chance this week. He seems like he's in much better form than we have seen previously. In his last 6 starts, worst finish is T38 at CJ Cup. He's had 3 top 7 finishes, another T12 and a T13 in there. He's had a T11, a T17 at the Dubai Desert Classic. Where are we? He's ranked 55th driving distance, 5th in green and regulation, and 11th in putts per green and regulation. So I'll have 5 on him at $26 as a first round leader. Big chance. Tom.
Yeah, I'm going to look straight at your man, Rory McIlroy. $6 to win the tournament, but $12 to be leading after the first round. He could just come and bully this course and be ahead after the first round and not look back. So I'm going to have $10 on Rory, first round leader at $12.
Yep, nice. Cool.
Yeah, can't disagree with that. I'm also taking Rory for first round leader at $12. You just said he basically loves the course. And I'm hoping he gets off to a quick start and then fades late. So Rory McIlroy at $12, 15 on.
I'll be sure to have my own money on Rory.
First round
leader as well, just in case. And we will finish off with our prop bets. I'm going to go for a Tom Hill special here and a little 2-leg group betting double. Tommy Fleetwood in his group, he's taking on Hatton, Answer, and Weisberger, into Danny Willett in his group, taking on Aranas, Rosner, and Poulter. I have $5 on those two at $11.88. Tom.
Very good. I'm going spicy with a nationality prop multi this week. I'm going to follow Paul top Australian, Minwoo Lee, $1.91, into top Great Britain and Irish player, Rory, at $3.30, into the top Spanish player, Sergio, at $1.67. My remaining $15 on that at $10.52 turns out at over $150 collect for my 3-leg prop multi.
That's real sick. Paul, you'd be playing a straight bet like you always do here.
Yeah, look, I had a look at the top Australian market and I couldn't find Minwoo Lee in the market. And I'm looking at it right now and I still can't find him in the top Australian market.
And Tom's making it up.
There. Top, it's at the top, just under leader after the first round.
I've got
Lucas
Cameron
Herbert,
Smith as the top selection at
You're
240.
You're in the wrong tournament.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, jeebus. I am too.
How long have you been working for the TAB for?
Oh, mate.
I've got Minwoo Lee, top rest of the world. He's at $4.50. I've got Minwoo Lee, top rest of the world at $4.50. He's second favourite in that market. And I'm putting the last to be 25 on Minwoo Lee to be top rest of the world player. There we go. Fair dinkum. Get me out of here.
Oh, that'll do us.
Yeah.
That will do us. We're done.
We've got our 100 on the tournament. Are we allowed sort of 20 on the states tournament? Is that what we're doing? Just to sort of announce it so we hit.
Oh, look, why not? Let's do that. Can we add that to the sheet, Paul?
It can be added.
Seeing as you're already in the PGA Tour.
Oh, no, I'm back over to the right side again.
Go back. We need a bet now.
I've already given it. Webb Simpson.
That's your $20 on, is it?
That's my $20 on. Webb Simpson.
Wow. Where are you going to chuck your 20, Tom?
Yeah, 10 each way on the Kiz. 10 to win at 34s, 10 top 10 at $6.50.
I'll go 10 each way on Cam Smith. 10 to win, 17s, and 10 top 5 at $5.50.